Terrific. Rodney, Steve, hey, congratulations for your new series.
Thank
Hi,
you very much.
thank you.
So, in your words, what is this animated series? How is this different from all the other animated series that you have done before?
Well, for me, it's
Well,
different for obvious reasons that, there is a black female protagonist. Lunella is Marvel's first African American teen girl superhero, which is a lot to say into 2023, but it's a big deal. And the show itself, it just looks fabulous there. And we really took the design aspect and the aesthetic and the sound and music and everything, and we really tried to do something that was different and creative and fun and stand out from all the rest.
Steve?
absolutely. Yeah, it has a ton of heart. It has a ton of comedy. And basically, both Rodney and I have been in the animation industry for a long time. So we were able to do something really unique, even after all that experience, to do a show that is just so musical and just so vibrant and just has so much kinetic energy is unique in the industry. And we really, really appreciate bringing that to the audience.
How did you settle on the artwork of this series? Because I've seen a rough cut a couple years ago, but now seeing a more final cut, it looks amazing. It looks very comic book like.
Absolutely. Yeah. Both Rodney and I come from New York City. We actually went to the same art high school, a few
Oh,
couple
yep.
years apart. But so we were really inspired by the New York that we fell in love with as kids, kind of before gentrification. So we were there kind of at the height of the graffiti scene. So that's infused within the show. Andy Warhol's screen printing process, Basquiat, mural art, graffiti art, all of that is kind of woven together with a comic book look.
Yeah, and that's something that we really wanted to lean into because it's a comic book show, and we wanted to not just make it look like an animated show, but have it look like a comic book. And how do we do that? We're talking about Andy Warhol's screen printing and the offsetting and then the idea of the ink line of the characters and really graphic styles. You think of inspiration of not just Warhol and Basquiat, but like even like Saul Bass or Walt Paragoy, the Disney greats. So we really lean into the design aspect and graphicness of the nature of the show.
Now, one of the things that I do enjoy is sort of like the villain of the week type of thing. But are you going to be presenting any like overarching villain, to complete like a seasonal storyline?
Yeah, absolutely. As the series starts out, whereas Lunella is getting used to being Moon Girl, and we're getting used to her. We're more episodic, but as the series goes on, we have some serialization, and yeah, there's a couple of characters, some couple of antagonists that come to light that's going to cause some trouble for Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
But it's also very fun too because Marvel has a very deep, rich history of characters that they've also been very collaborative and saying, hey, maybe you want to use this character. We're real digging deep into the bag of characters, and then we're getting the opportunity to be a little bit more flexible and creating the character to make it molded to our style and bringing something a new life to that character that you may not even known.
So
Yeah, we got
basically,
some Marvel deep.
Yes, deep cuts.
so basically, you're hinting that there will be some familiar Marvel
There'll
faces.
be some familiar and some unfamiliar.
Most
Yeah,
excellent.
but you have to dig down really deep to find some of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, terrific. Well, gentlemen, hey, thank you very much for teasing us about the series. It is a very fun series, and a lot of people are going to get addicted to this. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much.
Bye now.